a photographer reacting to viral reels, posts on the social media. Why would you want to watch that? Because maybe it's helpful. Maybe you're starting out and you want insight from a professional photographer, or it's the opposite, where you are a professional videographer, photographer, maybe even doing boudoir like me, and you just want to see what some other jackass thinks. Probably shouldn't say that. Anyways, my name is Leo. I'm a professional boudoir photographer down in Arizona. It's really hot today, like over 100 degrees. And I'm gonna watch the video. We're just trying to make. This is part of this thing we're doing. We're trying to make 30 videos in 30 days to get that to get out of that YouTube slump in the beginning, because no one's gonna watch you if you don't have that many videos. YouTube doesn't care about you till you have at least 50 videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this.
PSA, man, don't call me for the best prices. Period. Do not call me for the best prices. I don't have the best prices. I got the best work in the city. Don't call me because you think I'm the cheapest. Don't call me because you know me. You think I'm going to work with you the most, because I'm not. Swear to God. I don't have the best price. I don't have the best price. I do negotiate. I do look out. I do help out. Do not call me for the best price. If you got other estimates, get your other estimates first. Get your other estimates, and if you like how they go with them. But if you need the best work, then reach out to me. That's it. PSA, man. Don't.
All right, I can't tell if this is supposed to be funny or not. I'm gonna assume the fact that I can't tell that's not supposed to be funny, because that means maybe you're a videographer, you saw this and you think, yeah, you know what? If they want the best price, they can go suck it, because I am the best and I charge the most. And we're a luxury. I've been in a luxury studio, which means we have some clients dropping $5,000 for their session. Sometimes it's under $500. So I want to break this down piece by piece. So this is our first time doing this. There's a lot to unravel here, and he means well, and I get the message he's trying to convey. But there's also, I could easily see there's points that are the opposite, in my opinion. And I'm right, so let's replay this. I do love what he's doing, though. He's taking a lot of people running their own business, whether it's carpentry like him, it looks like, photography, videography. One common thing is we tend to price ourselves under, and you don't have to do that. If you price yourself under, then you have to do 10 clients for the price of one, if it's too far under. Vice versa, if you price yourself too high and you never get a client, that's a problem too. So let's go and break this down.
PSA, man, don't call me for the best prices. Period. Do not call me for the best prices.
The number one thing right off the bat from this video, and his main message can go two ways. But right off the bat, I disagree. Because, with all due respect, off the bat, the number one thing that stands out to me is when he says this in the first 5 seconds. Don't call me for the best prices. Why not? Because the real question is, what is the best price? I think to them, what it means is the cheapest. Don't call me for the cheapest prices. Okay, that makes sense. That was phrased that way, that makes sense. Don't call me for the cheapest prices because I don't have them. I'm not offering them. Loud and clear. With that said, the best prices, it doesn't matter what the actual price is. Let me explain. If I charge my full transparency, my session average is about $3,000, give or take. So knowing that, it's definitely not the cheapest in my area. So, but I really believe, and I feel it, and I know in my head and my heart, I'm giving the best prices to my clients. I'm not overcharging them by far, and I'm not undercharging them either, because then I want to be sure I have the resources to provide them that life-changing, empowering experience. What is the best prices? The best prices is what's giving your client the most value. Honestly, if my client couldn't afford me and they wanted a certain collection, I'd be the first one to point them in the direction where someone's providing a better value if there was someone. Now, by all means, the cheapest prices, no, I don't offer that. You can literally get photos done for free. Go on Craigslist, go on Facebook groups, go as a photographer or videographer who's building their portfolio. Boom. However, that's going for the cheapest. What's the best value? That's the best price. The best value, what the best price really is the best value. Because if it's the best value and they believe that they're paying for a value that's worth more than what they're paying for, then that is the best price. I offer that. I think everyone should strive to offer that. So, with that said, let's keep going.
I don't have the best prices. I got the best work in the city. Don't call me because you think I'm the cheapest. Don't call me because you know me. You think I'm going to work with you the most.
The best work in the city. Now, that could be true. That could be you, but it's subjective with photography and videography. I know that that's subjective depending on your style. Maybe you're dark and moody. So, does that make you the best photographer because you shoot dark and moody? Maybe you shoot only black and white. Does that make you better than everyone? It's tricky with videography and photography. Carpentry, what makes carpentry the best? Customer reviews? Maybe, but then what if you're a carpenter who sends gift baskets or you follow up every 5 years? Would that make you better? So it's kind of difficult to determine what's the best work. So it says work. So maybe it's the best long-lasting carpentry. So I don't know. It's tricky. If you ask somebody if you don't know the answer to that, your client definitely is gonna know.
I mean, you think I'm gonna work with you the most? Cause I'm not. Swear to God, I don't have the best price.
Two things. One, work with you the most. Don't call if you don't think I'm gonna work with you the most. So I would happily I have repeated clients, and if someone said, "Hey, I'm gonna give you $100,000 to do one session a month," I would work with them the most. I would. As long as we got along. I wouldn't base it solely on price and depending what it is. With that said, and I'm not knocking them at all. I absolutely get the positive message. He's trying to help out. So I don't want this to come out as condescending. If you're a videographer, photographer, this is a viral video-ish. So I don't want that wrong message to be conveyed. He did say something I 100% agree with. Don't call me if you're the cheapest. For the cheapest prices. If you don't offer the cheapest prices, save us both time. I absolutely agree with that. And another thing, if someone's looking to spend money on a collection, if they're doing a boudoir, family wedding, if this wedding is the number one thing in their life they want to always remember, they will happily want to spend money on it. And what I mean by that is if your work's amazing and you're underpriced, they're gonna think something's wrong. It's like buying a Ferrari at a garage sale. It's like, something's up here. Are these styled shoots? Am I gonna get my photos back? Did you steal these photos? I'm not saying that. This is just a known fact in the industry. Vice versa, if you're putting out actually, I do know some photographers. I'm not gonna name them obviously, but I personally think it's mediocre work, and they're making a killing. So, price.
Cause I'm not. Swear to God, I don't have the best price. I do negotiate. I do look out. I do help out. Do not call me for the best price.
You negotiate. You don't have the best price, but you negotiate. It sounds. I don't know if he's, like I said, he might be trying to be funny. I'm just reacting to this because if there's another photographer out there, I don't want you to misinterpret some false information that's going to ruin your perspective of things.
I do look out. I do help out. Do not call me for the best price. If you got other estimates, get your other estimates first. Get your other estimates, and if you like how they go with them. But if you need the best work, then reach out to me. That's it. PSA, man.
Get your other estimates first. See, I personally love it when my clients shop around. They know what's out there, then they go to me, and then they know their options. But someone has to give the first estimate, right? That's one thing that always confused me. I totally get it though, because you don't want, maybe it's like that whole mindset where if they leave, let's break the common mindset of being salesy. I think being authentic and giving your clients the choice to think about the offer, that's better. And he's not, because this isn't covering this, but there's a very common conception out there where if you let a client go, if they don't book right there on the spot, they're never going to come back. So often a business or brand will be a bit pushy to get that sell. And it usually works. You're not going to give crappy service. Where your product works. I'll give an example of photography. So if you're a photographer that got the typical mindset you hear from all these business and sales seminars, what's a common practice is you offer a really crazy good value, so the best price, and then it's only available that day. So, or even that minute, like, hey, if you book now, I'm gonna throw this in for you. What you're trying to do is get your client to say yes, you get paid, they're locked in, and they're very unlikely to ask for a refund or anything. What you typically avoid is your client leaving you, because then they're gonna find a better deal somewhere. I do it the opposite way. I want my client to think about it. The way I look at it, one, if they will, I'm okay. I know that my client's going to get an incredible value at any collection they purchase. So if they go out there and they find something that they feel suits them better, that's fine. But if they go out there and they look at all their options, I am totally comfortable that they'll come back to me, because they're not going to find a better value. And if they do, great. More than likely though, I know that I'm the only one in my town, in the States, in the world, that's offering what I offer. So I do it the opposite, because I want them to have a choice. I want them to be excited about this choice, not having buyer's remorse. So I believe that's my method, is where I tell them everything. You don't have to say anything right now. If you want, you can sleep on it. Here's what I'm thinking. And that way, when they don't feel so, pressured to make a choice. All right, let's wrap this up.
Then reach out to me. That's it. PSA, man.
If you want the best work, reach out to me. That's it. I agree with that. Because best is subjective, right? It's not definitive. What is best? That's up to them. If you think my work is the best work out there and you want that, let's talk. And that sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised where we're trying to get just to sell, right? So maybe the client doesn't think it's the best value, but then you use sales tactics to convince them to buy you. Okay. But if you just show them, hey, this is what I'm about. Let me show you how we make a life-changing boudoir experience. Let me show you how we capture couples' love story. Let me capture this big milestone for you of your child being born. Let me document his entry into this life, the connection you two share. Let me document that for you. Here's how I do it. Here's why I provide guides to my clients. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we do afterwards. By showing everything that you have to offer and letting your client choose you, not only will you make a client, you're going to make a friend that's going to be cheering for your business, cheering for your brand, telling your friends about you. I love that method a lot more. So overall, I don't know if I should rate this video. I'm not going to because it's subjective. I do this without a script, but looking at this video, I think it's super funny. I think it gets people out of the mindset of, I don't have to be cheap, so kudos to them. What I think is misunderstood is the best pricing aspect. Remember, best pricing isn't the cheapest pricing. Best pricing is the best value, and you actually do want your clients to call you for the best value. Why wouldn't you say you have the best value if you didn't? Why would you say don't call me? Saying, in my head, the best pricing is the best value for your clients. And why wouldn't you want your clients to call you for the best value? I hope that this doesn't sound condescending. I'm just trying to react to some videos and just give my insight. Maybe there's a photographer out there that saw this, and I don't want them to be misinformed. I want them to know a bit. And if you would like to learn more about tips in the industry to grow your photography, your videography, whether it's photos, businesses, ideas, definitely follow this channel. We'll have a lot more videos coming. I hope this helps someone out there, and I'll see you next time. This is Leo. Thanks for joining me.